Welcome back to SwitchOff South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash as always, and today we're gonna have a conversation again because I'm gonna be answering questions about those cars, telling you about those cars, because on the channel we have had the Jaecoo J7 but in normal mode. Today we have the plug-in hybrid. So we're going to be having a conversation more than a review essentially, but at the end of the day it is going to be a review, and you guys know how we do it this side in park calibration and change cars and all things motoring. In this review I'm going to show you the differences from this one and the normal Jaecoo J7. So the exterior bits that are different from the normal one, interior bits that are different from the normal one. But in terms of the interior, there's not much of a difference. Same thing as the exterior, there's not much of a difference. But the main one that you will see first is definitely the wheels. I'll show you the other ones as this review or this conversation goes on. So as you can see, there's a reason why this key is over here, is because it has that feature when you walk up to the car and walk away from the car will unlock and lock itself. So I just put the key there so that when I walk around the car, it doesn't open and lock, just like how the Omada does it. In terms of the differences in terms of the exterior of this vehicle compared to the normal Jaecoo J7, this being the plug-in hybrid, it needs to show that it's a hybrid, you know, the efficiency part of things. And so obviously you get 19-inch alloy wheels. The 19-inch alloy wheels are different. They have that, you know, in electric cars nowadays have these type of wheels. So the plug-in hybrid has like an electric wheel, and I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but like you get a different wheel design. That's the first thing that you will definitely see. That's the main thing you will see. The other things I'm going to show you, you might not see it, but the mirror design from this one and the normal one is quite different. I'm going to put a screen of the normal one, and you can see the mirror design of this one is quite different. Let me actually unlock the car so you can see the mirror there. So you can unlock the car there. This design is different over here compared to the normal one. Then we lock the car, put the key back over there, and then when you come to the back, the difference from this vehicle to the normal one, at the back there's not much of a difference. The only thing that you will notice if you look closely is just the rear design in terms of the rear bumper by the fake diffuser part. That's where you can kind of see that, hey, there's a bit of a difference. And then you get there's a latch over there for your tow hook. You can have a tow hook, you can see it's kind of clipped in over there. But yeah, essentially in terms of the exterior, that's the only difference. Let's get into the interior. Let me show you a main difference in some of the interior, but I don't like, because why couldn't they just be simple? So when you get into the interior of the vehicle, when you look at it at face value of the onset, you really won't see any difference because it looks like the normal Jaecoo. You get your multifunctional steering wheel with haptic feedback buttons on the left hand side and the right hand side, digital instrument cluster up front, touchscreen infotainment system, and we're going to speak about this in just a bit what I think about it. Then over here, center console, still the same. The main difference comes here. This is where you actually see that you're in a different one, because you get your hybrid button over here and your EV button over there. So we're going to speak about these two when we go for a drive of the vehicle, because I am going to tell you about the drive of the vehicle, because that's the major change from the normal Jaecoo. But overall, the seats are the same, the sunroof is the same as the normal one, the space in terms of the interior is the same. Something I said in my previous review of the Jaecoo J7 in terms of the touchscreen infotainment system. Yes, it supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. The thing that I don't like is that it's a bit too big. Not even a bit, it's like it's huge. Like it's just too big, and when you're driving, it attracts a lot of attention, especially in the evening, and especially in a car like this where the car is not tinted. When you're driving, people are always looking into the car, so sometimes you shy away from having things around here. You get your wireless charging over here, so you even shy away from putting your phone over here, because it's just the screen alone attracts a lot of attention. Having said that, the differences of this vehicle in terms of the interior, the first thing that I think is the only thing, well, I mentioned this being one. The other one that you'll notice, but you have to be in a normal one to know, is the window switches. The window switches are different. They are actually quite weird. The design of the window switches are quite weird. It is the first time I see a window switch like this. It's not the same. So this is where I spoke about, I'm like, they overcomplicated things. Why couldn't they just give like a normal window switch? But at the same time, innovation, they're trying to stand out, so I kind of do get it. So obviously the biggest change in this vehicle, it has to do with the engine that this car comes with. So this car comes with a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine and a battery pack that assists in terms of your fuel efficiency, your range as well, and the overall drive of the vehicle. It makes it a lot more smoother, because I have driven the normal J7 and I actually enjoy the drive of this one more than that one, because it feels smoother. In terms of power over here, you're looking at 255 kilowatts and 525 newton meters of torque, and for me that's a lot of power in a vehicle this small. It gives you the power instantly. Foot down, and it goes, you know. So and it feels quite good as well. So because it's a hybrid and it's a plug-in hybrid at that, you put your foot down, you get the power instantly. And your fuel efficiency in this vehicle, you're looking at a combined of 4.7 liters to the 100, and that's the claimed, and that's exactly what I'm currently averaging. And I know for a fact I can take it lower because earlier on I was averaging 4.5, so you definitely can take it lower. So in terms of efficiency, this car is up there in terms of efficiency. On a single tank, you can easily do over 1,000 kilometers on a single tank. On the battery itself, on the battery alone, you can do around 90 to 100 kilometers on the battery alone. And in this one, unlike the Omoda C9, I still don't know why that specific Omoda C9 plug-in hybrid that I had on test didn't want to switch to EV mode. As you can see right now, the car is in hybrid. I click EV, it will change and go into EV. This one goes into EV. So I'm still trying to understand why this can go into EV, but the other one couldn't go into EV. So there's a few things at play. So if you do know, please do let me know. If people at Omoda are watching or Omoda Jaecoo are watching, please do let me know, because I'm very interested in knowing why at certain times you can't switch to EV, but you do have enough battery. And then when it comes to the overall drive of the vehicle, it's quite good. It handles road imperfections quite well. It's a good car to drive. I think in this one they've gotten a lot right in terms of the driving dynamics. They've got a lot right. So overall, the drive of the vehicle is quite good, and I think it's a big upgrade from the Chinese, especially Jaecoo in this regard. The car does feel good to drive. The throttle calibration is quite good. The only thing that I had to get used to, and I'm still getting used to, I think it's something that really bothers me, is in terms of the brake pedal feel and how it is. So because I jump out of different cars now and again, some cars, when you get into it and you press the brake, you get used to the brake, you know how it feels, so it doesn't really affect you. In this one, the brake is too sensitive, so you go on the brake, you find yourself sometimes the car is like, you can't drive, like it's just a bit too sharp. So at the same time, I think they just Jaecoo, they're just being safe in terms of the brake feeling. They want the car to brake now. But for me, that's the only downfall of this vehicle in terms of the drive vehicle. Otherwise, it's a good car to drive. You get the fuel efficiency, the ground clearance is there. So for the day-to-day driving, the car will get the job done. So if you're looking for your next insurance quote, you can get your next insurance quote in under 90 seconds through the Naked app. And when you turn in a Jaecoo, the screen pops up so you can see the road. So same time, I get it, but I don't like it, because obviously you can drive, you don't really need to see right when you're turning. But anyway, you can get your next insurance quote in under 90 seconds through the Naked app. Please click the link in the description box below. We're doing a big giveaway at 50,000 subscribers. I can't wait for that giveaway. I'm sure you guys can't wait for that giveaway as well. We haven't spoken about the pricing of this vehicle, so I want you guys to guess. How much do you think this car costs? You guys are guessing. This car costs 690,000 Rand. It is a lot of money, but at the same time, you are getting a lot of car. Being a plug-in hybrid, I think it's one of the cheapest plug-in hybrids. It's not the cheapest, it's one of the cheapest plug-in hybrids. You guys can tell me in the comments down below, where are you spending your odd 700,000 Rand on? Are you buying this Jaecoo J7 plug-in hybrid, or you are going for something else? There's a Chery Tiggo 7 plug-in hybrid as well. There's a lot of hybrids now, especially from the Chinese. So I'll be interested to see what plug-in hybrid are you guys going to get. If you want a plug-in hybrid, which one are you going for? If not, and you want a normal hybrid, remember we reviewed the H6 hybrid recently, literally right now. So that's also a car to consider. If you don't want to plug in hybrid, that's a car to consider, because this one, to charge the battery, you can charge it, but the way I'm driving, I don't think you'll ever need to charge this car's battery, because this car's battery always stays around the 72-74 kilometer mark. Like, it's enough, it gets the job done. There's never a point where you actually charge it. It's the same thing as the Omoda C9. I had that car for a week, I drove around all the time, and I never actually charged the battery. So I'm quite interested in knowing, what would you guys buy for 700,000 Rand? Are you going for plug-in hybrid, a normal hybrid, or you're gonna look elsewhere, like this beautiful car that's coming our direction, the Kia Sportage? Very good car. That's also a good car to consider. Are you gonna say, no, I don't want the Chinese, I'm looking at the Koreans, the Japanese? So I'll be interested to know. Please comment down below what you'd get. But yeah, this is Nicky from SwitchOff South Africa. No, since when do I say it like that? No, guys, as always, I'm Nicky Nash from SwitchOff South Africa. In park calibration, change cars, and all things monitoring. This has been the review of the Jaecoo J7 plug-in hybrid. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm signing out.